day? Or did you think to... When you woke up this morning, how did you...
Evening, everyone. Okay. So good evening, everyone. If you can hear me, just type a yes on the chat box so that I can know we are together. If you can hear me, just type a yes on the chat box so that I can know we are together. Ah, fantastic. I can see I am very much loud and clear. All right. So good evening. Hoping you're doing well. Hoping your week began well. Hoping your midweek so far is good. And we are also mid-month. So kumanisha, we are halfway done with the March. We are halfway done with March. This is the last month of the first quarter of the year. All right. So hoping you're doing well. Personally, I'm doing amazing and super, super excited to share one or two or three things that I have for you guys today. And I'm going to ask us to do a quick exercise, okay? I'm going to ask us to do a quick exercise. If you have a team, okay? If you're a leader, you have a team, you have a WhatsApp group for your team members. I want us to go and do a quick exercise. Just take a screenshot of the ongoing training. Just take a quick screenshot of the ongoing training, post it on your group and remind your team members that we are on, all right? So take a quick screenshot of tonight's training and post it on your WhatsApp group, your team WhatsApp group, and let them know that we have begun. All right. Mbio. Take a screenshot, take a picture. If you're using a laptop, take a picture, post it to a group and let people know that we have begun. Because as a leader, honestly, you should be able to promote trainings. You should be able to make sure that your team members are in the training so that you don't have to always go and share with them every time you attend a training, whereas they can join the trainings on their own and learn for themselves, and get that first-hand information. So have we taken those screenshots? Have we taken those screenshots? In my WhatsApp group, I don't want to do this the screenshots bit myself. If you are a team member if you're a member of my team, Emerald Control Squad, please just take a picture. It doesn't matter how many of you will do that, even if it is 5-10 people. Do that. I can see my upline has done that and send it on the WhatsApp group. Emerald Control Squad, Rising Emeralds. If you're a member of that team, do so. If you're a member of Centurion, do so. If you're a member of whichever team that you are in, even if you're an assistant supervisor, even if you're a supervisor, whichever level of the marketing plan you are, even if it is your upline's team, take a screenshot. Naona pale kwa group kumewaka moto. I can see so many screenshots flowing in. I hope the same is happening in your team. Sawa. And that is an exercise that we are going to do the whole of this year and beyond. Letting those people who are are forgotten, or those people who are doing well, who have forgotten that a training is going on, remember that there is a training going on and they should be part of it and not miss at all. I can see the numbers have gone up. Yes, I can see more screenshots. Remind your team members to join in, because the talk that we are about to have here is a real talk. Today we're not going to talk about products. You guys are used to me training on the business opportunity. No. Today I'm not going to talk about the business opportunity. Leo ni real talk. You see that talk that most of us have with our parents. Most of us have with our parents. It's usually a very tough talk, and unapata during that period you're cringing, because the words that are coming out of your parents' mouth are parents or guardians' mouth are sound harsh. If I can say sound harsh or sound very strong. Those are words that sometimes we don't want to hear. Those are messages that sometimes we don't want to hear, but we need them. So that is what I'm going to do here today. And this is a training that will help us build strong, how do I call it? Strong mentality, or strong mental mindset, or strong mental muscle in our business opportunity. You need this training. Your team members need this training as well. I can see we are getting to 100. Nice. All right. So the other exercise that we are going to do is, so this year, This year is a year of growth. Okay. And for you to grow, for you to level up, for you to achieve success in this business or anything else in life, you have to be an active participant. All right. You have to be an active participant in your success. You have to be an active participant in your business. As much as in Forever we say, yeah, it is a leverage business in whereby after you've built your business for quite some time, your presence is not needed there much for you to earn a good income. The question is, are you earning a good income right now? Or maybe it is a good income, but are you earning an income that you're satisfied with right now? Are you earning an income that is helping you live stable, have a stable life? Are you earning an income that is providing you financial stability and financial independence? For most of us, I believe the question is no. So if you are going to achieve that success that you want, that financial freedom or whatever it is that you want, you have to be an active participant in the activities that you need to do. Sawa. And how are we going to be active participants? I am going to just take, nice, we are at 100. I'm just going to take 40 minutes of your time today. And these are 40 minutes that I know you can spare, all right? Avoid distractions. If you're cooking, tell somebody else to help you cook, or just turn off that, whatever, you'll finish cooking later, or you should have cooked earlier. You should have gotten home 30 minutes earlier. Yeah, and I remember this is one thing that one of our top leaders in East Africa talked about in the East African rally. And he said, if you are always late, you are 15 minutes late, 10 minutes late to a meeting, 10 minutes late to, things that you go to do. How about you wake up 10 minutes early? If you wake up 10 minutes early, you'll not be late. So if you take 10 minutes, 15 minutes to cook, how about you ungepika, you could have started doing that 10 minutes before our training. And that is the discipline that we are going to develop this year. So how are we going to be active participants? I hope we have our pens and books to jot down 1 or 2 or 3 things that we will walk throughout the year, and also share with our team members. I need you to turn off on your video, okay? Watu wenye mnapika, watu wenye mnafanya whatever it is that you're doing and not actively concentrating in this training, mmefikiwa. I need you to turn on your video. I just need 40 minutes of your time, guys. 40 minutes of your time. If you are afraid of maybe how your background looks, it's okay. You can always blur your background. You see there my background looks, you cannot really tell what's at the back there, what is happening at the back there. So just blur your background if you are uncomfortable. People seeing, actually, why would people see? I mean, why would you join this training and your work is looking at people's videos? That means you're distracted, okay? So I need us to turn on our videos and be active participants in this training, and not just this training alone, any other training that will be happening in the future, either for the company or for your upline or your own individual training. Maybe you're sharing a business opportunity with someone on Zoom, you have 1 participant, 2 participants. It is very important for you to turn on your video and have that one-to-one interaction and conversation with your prospects. So I can see videos are turned on, people are concentrating. Amazing. So let me dive into tonight's training. So my name is Charity Gabana. Thank you so much for cooperating, guys. Let me make sure my screen is seen full. Okay. Just a second. All right. We are actively participating in our success this year. I love it. And we are ready to level up this year. Okay, so I am your trainer today. My name is Charity Gabana. Background, I'm a graduate and entrepreneur. I'm the CEO and founder of an organization called Emerald Control Squad. I'm a senior manager in Forever, and I'm a Forever to Drive qualifier. Right now, I'm a part-time real estate investor. Okay, so this is the leveling up year. And what is our theme for this year? This is our theme for this year. We are going for it. And I remember this morning I was having a conversation with one of my success line. And, I was just telling her how We are going to go for things that people never thought we'd achieve. We are going to buy things that people never thought we'd buy. You know, we are going to live in places, because we were actually hanging out in a very high-end place here in Nairobi, and we were so fascinated by the apartments that we were seeing, you know, people driving good cars. And I was telling her, you know what, allow me to mention her name, because yeah, she's called Evelyn. So I was telling her, you know what, Eve, you know, we are going for this lifestyle. We are going to live in this, you know, in this neighborhood. We are going to drive these cars. Let me check the time so that I don't get carried away. Yeah, we are going to drive these cars. We are going, you know, we are going for it. It does not matter, you know, your background. It does not matter what people say. It does not matter what, you know, people have prophesied about you. You are going for it. Because if you don't go for it, if not us as Forever Kenya, who is going to do it? You know, if not us, Forever Kenya, to get Forever, you know, to get our business or to get our country on the map, who is going to do it? You know, if not us, who is going to get our CCs to, you know, whatever target that we have set for ourselves? So this is a question that I need you to ask yourself. If not you, then who? Think of all those goals that you want to achieve. Nobody's going to buy you that car. Okay, maybe someone will as a birthday present or whatever, you know, occasion, they'll buy that gift for you. But you cannot just sit around and wait for somebody else to do that for you. You cannot just sit around and wait for someone to achieve goals for you. So if not you, if not me, then who? And if not now, when? If not now, when? And I like this a quote that you know, those who went to South Africa came back with, and it's called Kenako. Kenako, if I got it right, it means the time is now, right? So the time is now. That is what we are working with the whole of this year. The time is now. The time is now to get Forever Kenya to where it is supposed to be. The time is now for you to get your business to where it's supposed to be. The time is now for you to be, if you're a preferred customer, for you to become an assistant supervisor. You know, if you're a supervisor, for you to become a manager. The time is now for you to be the top leader in Forever Kenya. You know, the time is now for you to be a good trainer. Maybe you're struggling with, you know, public speaking, or you're having a hard time doing tradings, you're shy, you have that social social awkwardness, or you know, that maybe that is what you're struggling with. But the time is now to let go of all those fears, because when are you going to do it? Okay, so if not your team, then which team? If not your team being the top, you know, the team that does you know, sells the most C9s in the warehouse, if it's not your, you know, which team is going to sell the most C9s in the warehouse? Which team is going to be known for selling the most multi-markers? Which team is going to be known for always producing assistant supervisor? Whose team is going to be known for that? So tell yourself, if not my team, then which team? Sawa sawa. And remember, this year and on forward as we continue, success is 100% your responsibility. And not just success alone, but failure. Yeah, I said it. Success is 100% your responsibility. So is failure. Sawa sawa. So this year, no excuses. We are going for it. So if you are together up to there, just type a 2 on the chat box. If we are together up to there, just type a 2 on the chat box. Just type a 2 on the chat box. Type a 2 on the chat box. Fantastic. I can see people typing. So tuko pamoja. And I hope your videos are on. Those of you whose videos are not on, I have a problem with you. So, this year, we are not just focusing on retailing, because Kenyans, we are retailers. Kenyans, we can sell not just Forever Living products, but anything. We can sell even air. Yeah, Kenyans, we can sell. But you see, the levels that we want to go to, the levels that we want to take our business to, selling alone, just depending on profits alone, is not going to take us to those levels. We have to change other people's lives. You know, we need to bring in new people into our business. We need new blood into our business, because one thing I know about Forever is there is nothing new blood. There is nothing recruiting. There is no problem recruiting cannot solve. Sawa sawa. And even as we recruit and bring new people into the business, there are right procedures, there are right steps that we need to take them through. So this is a year of letting go, or, you know, doing business in an amateur way. This year we are doing business in a very professional professional way so that we can have the highest retention of new people in our business. So how do you start up a new distributor? Okay. Number one, it is important for you to congratulate and edify their decision to join your business. So maybe someone has sent you an inbox, a DM, a Facebook message, a WhatsApp message, and they have told you they are interested. Hi, I have seen your post on social media, or I saw this wherever, and I'm interested to join your business. Or I was given your number by so-and-so, and I'm interested to join your business. Congratulate them. Just type something nice and edify them and edify their decision to join your team or to want to know more about your business. An example can be, oh, that is nice, and thanks a lot for reaching out. Thanks a lot and congratulations also for reaching out, and see and actually seeing that this business opportunity can change your life, and I'm ready to help you. Doing that, it makes someone very comfortable and ready to listen to what you're about to share with them. So one, it's very important for you to congratulate and edify their decision to join your business, because remember, these are volunteers. These are volunteers. These are people who are volunteering to join your business. And when people volunteer for things, what do? You thank them. If people volunteer to do charity work, if people volunteer to do what, to sponsor maybe a certain event, what do? You thank them for actually volunteering. So in this case, thank people for volunteering to wanting to work with you. And then of course, take them through the airtime duplication system. Today, I will not go deeper into what everything else means, but I believe your upline knows. Yeah, your upper upline knows what an airtime duplication is. That is a system that you need to take through your new people. Don't confuse your new people. You bring someone today, the first thing you do is take them through the products, and they had told you they wanted to know how they can be distributors. You take them through the products. After the products, you invite them for a BOM. After a BOM, it's like you're confusing your people. So there's a system that you need to take your new people through in the business, and it has to be a duplicable system, a system that person can as well share with somebody else when they bring them into the business. So number two, airtime duplication. Help your people set goals, because without goals, you're like blind people. I mean, we are like blind. What am I referring to, guys? All of us, without goals, we are blind people. We don't know where we are going. We are not sure where we are stepping at. We are not sure why we are doing this business opportunity. So with a goal, you can know how far you should go. If you know your goal is to do 5cc, you know how far you should go. You know what activities you need to do. You know how many people that you need to talk to. So set a goal and then divide it down to activities. So I want to do 5cc. I want to do 4cc. So that means every single day, I need to be generating 5 or 10 new leads of customers that I'm talking to. I need to be talking to 5 new people to join my business. So when you set a goal, it is easier for you to break down the activities that you need to do for you to be able to achieve that goal. So setting a goal is important, and then also help them navigate their hot market as quickly as possible. Hot market is the people that they know, their friends, their relatives, their neighbors, everybody else around them. Also help them to do launches and tabletops with them. So if you've talked to someone and you've identified that this person has a warm market of people who have a good buying capacity, climb into those networks, organize for a launch. A launch can be meeting 1 or 2 people of the new, 1 or 2 people that the new person knows, to help them launch their product and also launch their business. So do not, give a long duration of time before you climb into their warm market. Before what am I saying? Do not take a lot of time before you climb into their warm market or help them climb into their warm market. And remember, you need to guide them. Yeah, so that they don't burn their warm list. Sawa. So the next thing you need to do is plug them into the system, and plugging them into the system is letting them know how things go on, how when trainings are happening, sending them the training schedule, sending them maybe websites that they can get information, introducing them to your upline and everybody else who can help them build their business. Of course, you need to add them to the WhatsApp group accountability and be on toes with them for the first 3 months in the business before you release. Sawa sawa. And I remember in yesterday's training, we clearly talked about 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. When you bring someone into the business, make sure the next 3 months you are toes, you are on toes with them. Don't just, do business with someone 1 week, you are on toes with them, and then after that you release them. Some of them start feeling like you're not there for them and you're not there to actually support them. Sawa sawa. And make sure that they touch their first profit stroke bonus as soon as possible, because that builds belief in the business, that the business actually works. So what does it take to build a profitable business in Forever Living? Number one, energy is everything in our business, because people want to join you. What kind of energy do you emit? When people are around you, do they feel motivated? Do they feel encouraged? Do they feel that they need to push harder? What energy, what image do you portray on social media? Do people see you as a hardworking person? Do people see you as a supportive person? Do people see you as a what is it called? As someone who is who intentionally wants to help people. So people want to be around people who can help them. So make sure you emit good energy as a business builder, so that you can be able to attract people who like that kind of energy. Sawa sawa. And remember, if you don't like the answers you need to change your frequency. If you don't like the results that you're getting right now, maybe you need to change something. And I will give you guys an example. Last month, I ran an advertisement on social media. I got so many leads. I got over 100 leads. And I remember I was doing a business presentation in Nakuru. I got over 100 leads. And out of these 100 leads, only 10 of them showed up to that business presentation. Yes, Forever is a business of numbers, out of 100, maybe 10. But I was like, no, I want to make sure that when I talk to 100 people, at least the conversion rate is around 20 people, 25, 30 people. And I sat to myself and told myself, I need to do something differently. Is it that I don't call these people? Is it that I just focus more on third-party tools and don't have that personal connection with them? So sat down with myself and I saw, I found a solution actually, which is working for me. Yeah. So if it is retailing, you're running advertisements, you're getting leads, but the conversion rate to clients is a bit slow. Sit down with yourself and see, what is it that I'm doing wrong? Because doing the same thing over and over and you're getting the same results, which you do not like, is called insanity. Sawa sawa. So some things that are putting our business down is also jealousy. This is a very important point, because one thing you need to understand, when you join this business, you've joined this business for yourself. Okay, when you buy that car, it's your car. It's not your car and your upline's car. When you achieve that dream, it's your dream. It's not your dream and your upline's dream. And it is very important to understand that when you join this business, you're not benefiting anyone. You're benefiting yourself. And Forever, for example, if I'm your upline and you join the business, it's wrong. It's not good to have that mentality of, if I do business, she will benefit. The first beneficiary is you. The company will only pay me because I helped you. You understand? So this jealousy thing, you should let go of it, of I don't want to do business, I don't want to sell so many products, I don't want to do many CCs because my upline will earn a lot of money. That is backward mentality. Sawa sawa. Right. So another thing is don't let anger weigh you down. Okay. Sometimes people will not join your business. Sometimes people will not do things the way you probably maybe coach them to do. Sometimes people will not want to be team leaders with you. Don't let anger, weigh you down. Just bless people. Learn to bless people and release them. If people decide to do whatever it is that they want to do and not do business anymore, it is fine. forever is not for everyone. Forever is not for everyone. That is what you need to make peace for. There are people who will not do forever. Whether you earn 1,000,000 shillings per day, whether you earn 100,000,000 shillings, they will still not do forever living. You understand? So when you introduce the business opportunity to people and they are not open to do the business, or the products and they are not open, they don't want anything to do with the products, it is fine. There are so many other customers out there who are waiting for your product. Sawa sawa. And then you need to show passion for our business when you're sharing the opportunity, because remember I mentioned people join you. You also need to be hopeful of the future. That's why when you're sharing your business story, you share your background, how you came across forever living, what you're enjoying so far, and what the future looks. How hopeful are you? What are some of the things that you're looking for to achieve with forever living? So you need to be hopeful and wake up with hope every single day. But remember, hope alone does not do anything. It has to be accompanied with activities. Yes, I'm hopeful that I will be an Eagle manager 2024, 2025. But if I do not do the work that needs to be done, I will still remain Gabana, the senior manager. That's all. You understand? I hope the point is home. And then you need to also coach the masses, learn to coach the masses, but also mentor the few and feed your energy every single day, because this world is full of negativity. Social media itself is full of negativity, negative people, people who are it's like they are sent to bring you down. It's like they've been sent to demotivate you. And if you do not feed your energy every single day, if you don't listen to motivation videos, if you don't listen to mindset videos, mindset audios, read books that actually feed you with skills that you need to maneuver through this entrepreneurial environment, it's going to be difficult for you to do this business. So feed your energy every single day, because when you feed your energy positively, that means you'll also emit positivity to clients. You'll emit positivity to prospects who want to join your business, and you will emit positivity to your team as well. All right. So if we are together up to there, type a 3 on the chat box. Type a 3 on the chat box. So another tip that is very, very vital for growth in our business and for resilience and for success basically in our business is being able to audit your relationships, be able to audit your friendships, be able to audit the people that you associate yourself with, because you're an average of the people that you spend with. If you spend the whole day with people who say how doing 4CC is difficult, if you spend the whole day or a good amount of time with people who say, Kenyans don't have money, I think this C9 is too expensive, people cannot buy, pole too, you will also start developing that idea or mindset that people cannot buy C9. Sawa sawa. So check on your circle, check on the people that you hang out with on a daily basis, or maybe not just hanging out with, people that you chat with on a daily basis. Check on those people. If they don't feed your energy positively, if they don't influence your life positively, those are people that you need to avoid staying around. Sawa sawa. And remember, you will think that like them. Yeah. If you continue hanging out with them, you'll start thinking like them. Sometimes it happens unknowingly, by the way. So these things are not even, you don't even start developing such behavior consciously. Yeah. Sometimes it's unknowingly. So if you hang around those people who feed you with positivity, you'll start thinking like them. You'll start thinking, this manager, kumbe it is doable. Yeah. But if you hang around people who say, oh, manager is so difficult, it's so difficult getting people into the business, it's so difficult getting people started into the business, you will start thinking like those people. Yeah. If you hang around people who say, hey, 2 million per month, that is for kinanani and kinanani. 2 million per month, that is for people who have connections or people who have a good network. You will start thinking like those people. Like yesterday, we were having a training and our upline was mentioned to us about a lady in South Africa. She's called Kuji. Yeah, a lady in South Africa who earns 2.3 million per month, Kenya shillings. When you hear that, what was the first thing you thought? Were you like, "Way, must be nice"? Are you that person? Or were you like, "Hi, of course, it's South Africa"? Was that your thinking? Or were you like, "Oh, nice, I can also make the same"? So if you start thinking like the people that you hang around with, okay? And remember, you'll also earn the same amount of income that they earn, all right? So if you want to grow your income to 50K per month, hang around people who are making that income, close to that income, or even more. You'll be motivated to work your business and get that income there. Personally, I want to earn 500,000 and above. I want to earn 1,000,000 Kenya shillings and above. I will spend more time talking to, listening to, and hanging around people who are earning such an income so that I can learn how they are doing it. Sawa sawa. These people that you're hanging around with, what are they doing to you? Are they pushing you to your potential? Are they lenient with you? Who is your accountability partner? Yeah. Who is your accountability partner? Is it your best friend? And sometimes our best friends are very easy on us. They're like, "Oh, you didn't achieve it this month. Maybe you can try again next month. Next month again, you can try again next month." There is no that tough and that tough and hands-on accountability from people that tumezoeana na wao. All right? I'm not saying that there's a problem kuzoeana na watu as long as ni watu pia wanakuinfluence vizuri, but if you need that tough accountability, you need to get that accountability from tough people, from people who will not be there smiling at you and telling you it is okay that you did not achieve your goal. Sawa sawa. Haya, you need to limit your association, limit the time with people who are not pushing you towards your dream. Sawa sawa. And remember, some people at some point you will just have to disassociate yourself with them. I was also talking to my downline today, and I was just telling her, how, when we started business, we had so many friends back in campus, and right now those friends are not there. We cannot just sit around and blame ourselves and say, hey, now we don't have many friends like we used to have. Those are probably people that were holding us back, or who would have held us back from becoming the people that we are now, achieving the goals that we have right now. And remember, people come and go in your life. And you don't have to be friends with everyone as well. You don't have to have everyone in your circle as well. So it is totally okay to disassociate yourself with people whom you think you don't have the same vision with. Maybe you had the same vision when you're starting, but along the way, they lost the vision, or, you became more what I'm losing this word, more focused than them. They lost the focus. So it is okay to disassociate yourself with them. And by disassociating, I don't mean being enemies with them, just trying and reducing the time that you spend with them, because those are people who are definitely not feeding you positively. And remember, you are the CEO, karibu niseme and founder, but yes, you are the CEO of your life. So you can fire and promote anyone in your life accordingly. You're the one who determines the people that you want in your circle and the people that you do not want in your circle. Sawa sawa. So make the right choice. So building our business requires energy maintenance. We've talked about building that energy, feeding positivity, feeding positive energy in you. There's one thing about feeding yourself with positive energy, and there's another thing, continue building that momentum, maintaining that energy. You can come out of your house and listen to Jim Rohn and listen to Dan Locke and listen to all those powerful people. By the time you're getting to the warehouse, your energy is zero. Okay? So as you're feeding your energy, because so many outward forces that will attack you, that will make you want to give up, that will make you feel like you cannot do it, that will make you feel like it's not worth it. What are you going to do to feed that maintenance? Yeah. So these are some of the exhausting times in our business. Our business is not a bed of roses. Yeah. It's not a bed of roses every day. And sometimes we experience challenges, lots and lots of challenges. And some of the challenges include not earning the day. Like, for example, you make 50 calls to a customer, you sell 0. Do not focus on today's results. Do not focus on the chat board. Do not focus on the drawing board. You know, I made these 50 calls today, I must sell today. You've done the activities, the results will come. So these are some of the, sometimes the exhausting times. You make so many calls to clients, to prospects. You invite, like me, I invited over 100 people to an event I had in Nakuru. Only 10 of them showed up. Was it exhausting for me to call 100 people? Absolutely, yes. Number 2, not progressing. Probably you're doing the activities, you're doing what is needed of you, but you're not getting the results immediately. You're not progressing. Maybe you're a PC, you've been a PC for quite some time, an assistant supervisor for quite some time. Maybe that is the exhausting time that you're experiencing right now. And also not fulfilling your potential. Your upline tells you every single morning, you got this, you know, I believe in you, but you don't get to fulfill that potential. Another exhausting time is not being the person that you are meant to be, and also attrition. Hey, apasakwa attrition. This is, sometimes it is exhausting because you bring in many people, but the door that people are living with out of your business is wider. It is exhausting. But you know, the most exhausting time in our business is being lazy. And most of us are in that category. Being lazy, just sleeping, just chilling, and hoping things will happen. That is a very, very exhausting activity and exhausting thing to do, okay? So what you need to do to ensure that these exhausting times, okay, these exhausting times do not weigh you down in our business. Be anxiously and actively engaged in activities. When you focus on activities, you don't focus much on the drawing board. I'm not saying that it is bad to have a drawing board. Actually, it is very important in the activity tracker sheet. It's very important. By the end of the day, you need to see how many people have you talked to, what did they say, you know, how many products have you sold today, how many CCs have you done today. It is important for you, of course, to track your results. But don't focus more on the results. I'm talking to one person, they need to buy right now. You know, I'm talking to 2 people, they need to buy right now. Sawa sawa. Always be on the building process. Do not be a start-stop person. And this I got from one of our very, very great mentor, Eric Quarry, in network marketing. And he mentions about when you're starting to build your business, or when you're continuing to build your business, it is okay to slow down a bit. Like, let's say, for example, if you are recruiting, you can bring in numbers, you can bring in as many people as you can, but don't bring and then stop. Don't bring and then stop. Don't bring people and then stop introducing them into the business opportunity anymore. You can recruit numbers, you can bring in numbers, and then get to a point and reduce on the numbers that you're bringing, so that you can be able to get time to nurture these bigger numbers that you had brought before. You understand? You know, prospecting is a continuous cycle in our business. So is retailing. It should be a continuous cycle. You don't sell and then stop and then sell and then stop. You can, it is okay to back down a bit and reduce on the intensity of the activities, so that you can be able to concentrate on the already numbers that you have, so that you can grow them. And that is one thing that personally I struggled with, and I'm still working on, you know, building that skill, you know, of developing people into our business. Maybe you are experiencing the same thing. You bring in so many people into the business, but the development bit is a problem. You get them to assistant supervisor, after that, no growth. You know, you get their number, after that, no growth. Or you get so many leads from customers, after that, you know, it becomes very difficult closing those orders. Yeah, because unapata, you have so many leads, you have so many numbers of people who are you get even overwhelmed. So it is very, very okay to pause on the activities kidogo and nurture these people that you brought in, or close these orders that you have gotten as you continue getting 1, 2, or 3 leads every single day. Sawa sawa. So there is a reason why people die when they retire. Why? When people are working, they are active. Their mind is active. You know, they are always thinking of solutions for things. They're always thinking of tomorrow. But when someone retires, their mind is not active anymore. Their body is not active anymore. So their body relaxes. All right? The same thing to this business. If you retire from prospecting, your business is slowly dying. If you retire from running advertisements or doing launches or doing activities that you need to do for you to get new people into the business, your business is slowly dying. You understand? So you should be in a business of every single day. You're always talking about your opportunity and also your product so that you can keep your farm alive, okay? And then there's a reason why people like Warren Buffett still work. He is old. He is a billionaire, but there's a reason why he still works. Why? Because he has a vision. He had already achieved maybe the vision that he had 10 years ago, but after achieving it, he keeps on renewing that vision or thinking of something else that he can do for the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. That is the same thing that you need to do as a business builder. When you achieve your assistant supervisor level, that is not it. Think of how you can go manager. When you get to manager, think of how you can go senior manager, not even senior. Before senior, think of how you can go eagle. You know, when you get there, think of how you can achieve the bigger goal. You understand? So that your business does not die or stay on stagnation mode. It is not just about the money in Forever Living. Yes, there is the money. I mean, some of us joined here because we wanted money. But you need to understand that there is more to the money in Forever Living that you can achieve. There is personal development, there is travels, there is the incentives, there is changing people's lives, you know, financially and also health-wise. You understand? And there are many, many other things that are not even related to finance that you achieve in Forever. Personally, I would not do a training like this. I would not talk to people the way I'm talking to them like this. What has helped me to do this? Being a Forever Living distributor, you know. So there's so many things that you achieve that are not just money alone in Forever, and you need to understand that. Because if you only think of money in Forever, you're most likely to lean on the retailing bit. Yeah, you're most likely to lean on the retailing bit because that is where you make daily profits. But if you think of residual income, you know, if you think of building a legacy, if you think of changing other people's lives, you'll think of recruiting, you'll think of building. Sawa sawa. So if you've been out of action, you're getting back into action today. And if you're in action, we are continuing with that momentum today. So what do you need to do? You need to identify triggers that get you moving. Okay, and these triggers that get you moving are your goals, your dreams. Yeah, you need to write down your goals, have them you know, somewhere on a wall, have them somewhere on your phone. Like for me, my screensaver is Paris. Next year we are going to Paris, so every time I touch my phone and I open my lock screen, I see Paris. Hey, that triggers me to work hard. Hey, that triggers me to grind. That triggers me to prospect. That triggers me to share the business opportunity. Okay, so you find your trigger. Is it what is it? Having maybe a screensaver of your goals? Is it putting on the goals on your wall? Is it having an accountability partner who will always follow up on you? Is it setting a big goal that when you wake up it scares you? Yeah, so find your trigger, because your trigger will keep moving. Your trigger is like your why. Sawa sawa. And success is a decision. It's not a gift. It's an absolute decision. Maybe you might say, hey, what about those people who've been born in wealthy families, on rich families? That was a decision that was made by someone in the past. So do you want success to be a gift to your kids? You will have to make that decision now. Yeah? Success is not a gift at all. My upline is gifted. She can talk in front of people. My upline is gifted. She can talk She can train people. Maybe Nani is a senior manager because they found maybe a certain person in their team who's doing a lot of business. No, that is not a gift. It is not what do I call it? It's not I'm losing that word. It's a decision. When I remember, I'll mention it. You have to decide. Okay, and it's either you're progressing or regressing. It's either you're growing or you're withering. There are only two options here. There is no in between. So you choose what you're going to do. Are you going to do activities that are going to help you progress in this business, or are you not going to do that? And you need to have a daily method of operation, on how to, it will help you track your daily activities. Yeah, because if you don't track your daily activities, when your upline asks you in the evening, how many calls have we made today? How many people have we signed up into the business by the end of the month? How many CCs have we done today? If you don't have a daily method of operation, you are you're leading blindly, or you're doing this business blindly. So a daily method of operation gives you room to improve on a daily basis. Okay, like today, if you make 20 calls or even 5 calls, let's start with 5. Today, if you make 5 calls, you look at your book and say, on Thursday I made 5 calls, and I did not make any sale. So that means on Friday, how about I double it? I make 10 calls. If you make 10 calls on Friday and you make a sale, you'll be like, interesting. So that means I need to do more calls for me to be able to sell. Yeah, you understand? So accountability helps you a lot to improve on a daily basis. And improvement can be even by 1%. Yeah, improvement can even be by 1%, as long as every day you're improving on something. So on a daily basis, you need to get 5 new prospects, because this year we are on steroids. Our business has to grow on a steroids mode. So that means we need numbers. Yeah. So every single day, challenge yourself. 5 new prospects, inbox 5 new people, 5 people on Facebook, inbox 5 people on Instagram, start new conversations on social media, start new conversations in the matatu, wherever place you go. Have 5 new people that you're following up on a daily basis. Don't just follow up on the same customers, on the same FBOs. That is where it gets to a point, distributors start thinking, team members start thinking that they are helping you, because you just keep on, they're the only people that you're talking to, they're the only people that you're chatting with. You understand? You don't want your team or your people to get to that level. So have new conversations that you're starting up every single day. Have new people giving you a yes or a no, because as you search for those yeses, you will get no's. As you search for those no's, you'll get yeses as well. And of course, have a team blitz and power hour. So this can be maybe every Monday, not every Monday, every day in the morning. You can send a good morning message to your team. You can send information to your team. You can tell yourself, every Saturday, every Sunday afternoon, I'll be sending maybe information about different products to my team. Because remember, these people volunteer to join your team. So as they volunteer to join your team, you need to give them information. You need to show them how to fish. Yeah, so don't just assume that when someone joins the business, they should know what they need to do. No, you need to lead them. Sawa sawa. Haya. You can do the 90-day run, that is the 3 months run, for every people that you bring into the business. Sawa sawa. And then also have a new board of customers, new board of distributors, and you'll only get that when you're contacting new people on a daily basis. Have team campaigns and team assignments. You can be running ads with your team members. Avoid being the only person in your team who has an ad running, or who creates maybe content. Do it together with your team. Give your team assignments. We can give your team assignments like, tomorrow, Winnie, I'd like you to share with us maybe the information that you have on weight loss. If Winnie does not have that information, she will go and research about it. And as Winnie researches, her knowledge improves on weight loss. You can give your team assignments to train. As your team is growing, there are those internal trainings that happen. You can give your team such assignments. John, please train us tomorrow on vitality. If John sells vitality, if John sells maybe tooth gel. You can ask him to train us on tooth gel. You can ask him to train your team or send information concerning tooth gel. So when you give your team assignments, they start being responsible and they start growing into leaders. Sawa sawa. And then also do team trainings, of course, very, very important. Do not just depend on your uplines trainings for your team. Your team needs trainings for you first before they go into your uplines training, sawa sawa, and other company trainings. And of course, do business presentations. Yeah. Do business presentation. That's how you slowly grow into a leader who can train maybe a bigger platform like this. You understand? For me, when I was growing up into the business, my time is almost over. So for me, when I was growing into the business, I really used to admire my upline, my 2 uplines. Actually 3 uplines, yes. Not even 3, 5. Yeah, I really used to admire my uplines because they would train, they would do BOMs, they would stand up and share their stories. And I remember that time, it's only supervisors, supervisors, assistant managers, and above that would stand up to share their story. By then I was a PC, later grew into an assistant supervisor. And I was like, oh my goodness, I want to also be able to grow so that I can be able to share my business. To share my story. Yeah. And how did that confidence start growing? By training 1, 2, 3, 4 people, so that when I'm asked to stand in front of a bigger congregation, it is easier. Okay, you never get used to it, but it becomes a bit easier. You understand? So inazanga tu hivyo pole pole, and you grow your confidence pole pole as well. Continue telling your story. Doesn't matter how small maybe your story is, or how long you've stayed into the business. Maybe you're just a few days old in the business. Own that story, say that story. Maybe you're just a week old into the business and you've just made maybe a profit of 300 shillings. Say that story, own that story. When you're talking to people out there, especially about the business opportunity, maybe you're an assistant supervisor and you say, hey, when I get to manager, when I get to supervisor, that's when I'll start sharing my story. No. Start as an assistant supervisor. Own your story. Do not tell my story. You can use my story as a backup plan after you have, shared your story to your prospect. If you're a month old into the business, share your background, what you didn't like about what you liked about your background, what you didn't like about your background, how you came across Forever Living. You're a week old into the business, you're a month old into the business, you have made an extra 300 shillings, and you see yourself making more money in the future. So as you share other people's story, own your story. That's how your story grows to those bigger and bigger stories. And remember to always keep in touch with your customers as well, because if you don't keep in touch with your customers, I will sell to them, somebody else will sell to them, and you will lose your customers. Sawa sawa. Always keep in touch with your customers and have that good customer care, because there are so many FBOs. Sawa sawa. And then check on the growth curve every month, your personal and the team. That is where I mentioned about checking on the drawing board also sometimes, as much as you're doing the activities. If the growth curve is going a bit down, that means you need to have a conversation with your team members, try and find out what is the problem, what can you do to help, what can you do to get their business to the next level. Is it running an advertisement? Is it organizing a launch with them? Is it, whatever it is. So always check on the curve of your team, your personal, curve, and your team's curve as well. Grow your customer targets, of course, every single month. That's why we need to contact new customers every month, and also track your numbers every single month, so that you know where you're starting with, where you ended with, so that you can know what you will start with the coming, where you'll start with the coming month, and what your goal is as well. Review with your team every single month, of course, doing a plan with your team every month. And remember, it's not about you, it's about your team as well. Because if your team wins, you also win. Commit to be a leader. Commit to leading. Okay? Don't commit to be a trainer. All right? Because most people, trainers just train people to do something and themselves do not do. But a leader, you're leading. You're telling people to make 50 calls. You yourself, you're also making those 50 calls. You're telling your team members to do offline. They also see you doing that offline. So be a leader, be a coach. Do not just be a trainer. And also lead from the front, of course. Take massive action. If you want your team to take massive action, it has to start with you, and go for every incentive in the marketing plan, and no excuses this year. We are just executing. Sawa sawa. If we are together, I don't remember which number we had stopped at, but if we are together, type a 5 on the chat box. If we are pamoja, type a 5 on the chat box. I'm almost finishing. And remember, take full responsibility and ownership of your business. Because when you blame someone for your failure, when you blame someone for you not succeeding in the business, you're giving that person power. You know, when you blame me for not growing into the business, you're giving me power. And remember, as I mentioned earlier, it is nobody's responsibility for your success. It is your own personal responsibility. Your upline, your uplines, your mentors are just there as a backup, you know, to people that you can, you know, go back to and maybe inquire 1 or 2 or 3 things. But your success and your failure is 100% your responsibility. And also tap into the collective genius of your team. I always like learning from my team, and I always like delegating trainings to my team, because sometimes my team members train, and I'm like, you know, like sometimes your team members know more and even better things, better ways of how to do things than you. Yeah, me sometimes I'm even taught by my team how to take a video. I'm even taught I'm taught about how to run a successful advertisement, things that I should not post. So imagine your team is a cocktail of people who have skills that if you bring together, that if you work with those skills together, you grow to the next level. So make sure you tap into the geniusness. Everyone in your team is a genius, and they know something that somebody else does not know that can help you grow your business. So give everyone a chance. Give everyone a chance to train. Give everyone a chance to share what they know that probably you can all use as a team to grow to the next level. And of course, edify your upline. Never ever forget that. Always edify your upline. Building a team culture. Of course, it all starts with leadership. Okay. As I mentioned, you have the power to hire and fire, and managers assign tasks. Managers are like coaches. They just assign tasks. The coach atakwambia go and play number flani. People who know football, I don't know much about football. Coach will tell you, don't do this with the ball, don't dribble the ball like this, but they will not be in the field with you to do it. But a leader will be there with you. Okay? Communicate and appreciate your team. Communicate to your team. Make random phone calls to your team. You know, just know how they are doing. It doesn't have to be about products every time. It doesn't have to be about business. You know, try and find out, are they okay? Is their personal life okay? Is everyone at home okay? You know, mentally, are they okay? You know, because you remember you had promised them when they join business that you will stand by them and be with them. Okay? Also collaborate with your leaders. That falls on tapping into the geniusness of each and every member of your team. Collaborate with your team members. If you're a manager, someone is an assistant supervisor, and probably you've learned 1 or 2 things about. Do a training with them. You know, if you can do collaborations even with people who are not directly in your team. If you know somebody is in Lindangei's team, somebody is in Rhoda's team, somebody is in whoever's team, and you know they have a certain skill that can be beneficial to your team, go to them and ask them. Just ask them, hey, Linda, today I'm doing this training for my team, and I just wanted you to just spare 20 or 30 minutes of your time to come and train my team. Sometimes I might be training the same thing to my team, but they don't get it because it is me, always me and always me. But because they hear it from Linda, because they hear it from John, because they hear it from Maggie, it will sink. Sawa sawa. So encourage collaborations in your team. Remember to praise what you want more and ignore what you don't want. And do not assume your managers or leaders are stable and release them completely. We talked about building a business with someone for like 3 months and then releasing them. By releasing them, I don't mean just forgetting about them and just telling them you go and build your business. No, check up on them. They're human beings. And I remember this, our African JB, yeah, he mentioned about being human, applying, being a human in this business. You're dealing with human beings, you're not dealing with robots. Sawa sawa. So as much as you're releasing them and let them grow themselves into leadership, do not forget to, always check up on them oftenly. Also build a team culture. A team culture is things that identify your team. Have a name for your team, have a name for your organization, and even people in your team, encourage them to also have names for the organization, because we are building empires. What is an empire without a name? How will people know your empire without a name? Sawa sawa. And also, what is your brand? What do you represent out there on social media? What do people know you for? How have you branded yourself? Very, very important. Your team helps to challenge your growth, because like for me, my team trainings are always on Mondays, and it's not like I have a calendar for it's not like all the time I have topics to train my team. No, sometimes I just sit down, or maybe I ask 1 or 2 people in my team, what can we talk about today? So that means I have to go and research about these topics. So your team helps you to challenge yourself and even grow to a better leader. So decide what you also want to allow in your team and what you don't allow in the team. These are some of the things that you can build as a culture in your team: doing trainings, doing events, doing recognitions, having a logo for your team, having things that identify you as a team. And these are some of the other things that you can do to build a team culture. Make sure you take a screenshot. Make sure you take a screenshot. You can go through that, having a dress code, doing random calls for your team. If it is your team's birthday, you can wish them happy birthday in the group. You can buy them gifts, if you want. If that is their love language, if that is how your team feels more motivated, do it. Go that extra mile as a leader. If your team maybe is outside Nairobi and they're active team members, visit them. Try and find out how they are doing, what you can do to help them grow their business in that area. Sawa sawa. And for personal development, you can have a book club. You can listen. You can always schedule audios and videos that you can listen to, because as I mentioned earlier, you only emit the energy that you feed yourself with. So as I almost finish, I see it's 7 minutes past our time. As I almost finish, give assignments to your team members, and as you give them assignments, be a leader. Okay? Be a leader. Do those assignments yourself. If you tell your team, let's run advertisements, be the first person to take a screenshot and post it in the group and tell them, advertisement running. Yeah, if there's a training happening, that's why I requested us to take a screenshot of the training, post it in the group, because you cannot forward the training to your team members and ask them to attend the training while you yourself is not in the training. Okay? And have team challenges, and also empower others to lead. Give a chance for people to also grow in your business. Ask them to train. Sometimes, but as a leader, you just stand in the corner and watch your team flourish and watch your team grow, and it's so amazing seeing people that you brought into the business go into the next level. So I will not go through that. Supervisor training is a different training. So consistency is key. Consistency in pamper sessions. Pamper sessions are like product launches. Consistency in pop-ups, target smaller functions and let people sample your products. Those are launches as well. And also be consistent in asking for referrals. Basically, it's just being consistent in all the activities that you need to do to grow and get yourself in there to the next level. So these are some of the challenges that you will experience, guys. These are some of the challenges that you will experience in this business. Number 1, finances. Yeah. How do you handle these challenges? Be financially disciplined and knowledgeable. Do not compete with anyone. Maybe someone is making more money than you. Don't compete with that person. Probably that person joined earlier than you. or has a bigger team than you, is doing more business than you, is more consistent. All you need to do is take motivation from people. No, don't apply jealousy or compete with someone. Have internal and external pressure within yourself. You can have a savings plan, have financial goals, have ways that you can save your money so that you can always be financially okay. The other thing is team also. Sometimes team can be challenging in terms of attrition. People are coming into your team but leaving as well. But there's nothing in this business that new blood cannot fix. Sawa. And we've talked about things that we can do to make sure that attrition is as minimal as possible. Yeah, we've talked about that. I will not do a repetition. And so if you're struggling here financially, if you're struggling here, maybe achieving certain goals, there's nothing that bringing a new person into the business, showing this business, does that make sense? Bringing a new person into the business or recruiting can fix that problem. Sawa. And always, we are human beings. We step on other people's toes. Sometimes we don't agree. And of course, we disagree to disagree. When you're wrong as an upline, say sorry. When you're wrong as a success line, say sorry. And life goes on. Sawa. And of course, maintain respect. And let your relationships be about lifting each other in this business. Another challenge is, of course, character and attitude in our business. Yeah, if you have the wrong character, if you have the wrong attitude, going to the next level in this business is going to be an absolute challenge. So you need to master your mind. Don't feed your mind with negativity. Not all battles are worth your time fighting for. Never forget where you came from as well. So this point, when you were starting the business, remember how challenging maybe 1 or 2, 3 things were for you. Maybe coming to trainings every single maybe thrice a day in the office. Challenges like maybe airtime sometimes. Challenges like clients quitting on you, clients not picking up your calls. Those are challenges that you went through that time. So you need to understand that these challenges, new people will still go through those challenges. So when they tell you, upline, I'm going through this, do not usipuzilie mbali. Help them handle those challenges, because those are things that you also went through when you're starting. Sawa. All right. So now I'm finishing for real, guys. So keep showing up. I'm finishing. Keep showing up. If no one invests in you, invest in yourself. If no one believes in you, believe in yourself, okay? Even if you don't see the results right away, keep showing up until you see the results. Sawa. Even if you don't see the results for a very long time, please keep showing up. What if the results don't come? They are not going to come if you quit. So keep showing up. Sawa. You're tired. Maybe I'm tired, but keep showing up. I don't feel like it. You don't feel like it. You don't feel like waking up today. You don't feel like making those calls today. Please keep showing up. You are not seeing the results right now. Keep showing up. You don't know where to start. Just start. Do something. Take that first step. Every step you take adds up. And sooner or later, you look back and see you are at the top of the stairs. Sawa. It doesn't matter if you can't see the top from where you are. Just know that if you keep climbing, if you keep learning how, if you get to the next level, you will soon be exactly where you need to be. If you have never taken that first step, you'll never get there, and you will forever live to regret. And there's no pain as the pain of regret. Sawa, guys. People don't make it because they quit. Full stop. They say they are tired. Everything. Sure, they are tired. Everything. They tried everything, but sticking it out. They tried everything, but no courage to keep on going. They tried everything, but quitting when things get hard. They did try quitting. Winners don't quit. They show up, rain, hail, or sunshine. They show up when it works, when it's hard. They show up every single damn time. And that right there is the difference between people who win and people who lose. So keep showing up. Rain, hail, or sunshine, success is yours. Sawa sawa. Just please read it out loud wherever you are. That point. Rain, hail, or sunshine, success is mine. Hard or easy, slow or long success is mine. Feel like it, don't feel like it, success is mine. Failure, setbacks, naysayers, success is mine. So from me to you, those were affirmations, guys. Those were affirmations. Regardless what is happening, challenges, people not believing in you, it doesn't matter. All those setbacks, success is yours. And what are you going to do this year? You are going to go for it. What am I going to do this year? I am going to go for it. So I hope, believe, and trust that this training has been impactful. Sorry if I was a bit harsh, yeah. Hope I was not. Sorry if I was a bit me with my words, but I hope the message has gotten home. The message has gotten home. So go for it, guys. Let's go for it in 2024. And without forgetting, we have this massive, massive, massive event happening on the 6th of April. This will be a game changer. Hey, 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 hey. This will be a game changer. Hey? One of the top business buildings in South Africa will be in Kenya. This is your chance. This is your chance. This is your chance to get your business to the next level. If you have not yet bought your ticket, please pay for your ticket ASAP. It's just 700 Kenya shillings. Okay? If you have not invited, hey, those are South Africans. And I sent a screenshot in some of the groups that we are in. South Africans are running advertisements to get people in Kenya. What about you? Who is on the ground? Who is in Kenya? First things first, do you have a ticket? Second things, are you inviting? Run those advertisements. Do those campaigns. Get as many people as you can. KICC is so big. Please, let's fill that room and make it overflow, because we can. Sawa sawa. So if you're going to go for it this year, you need to be at that event. If you're going to go for it this year, your team needs to be at that event. And remember, the person with the largest number of people in that room will be the person with the biggest check by the end of this year. Who will that person be? That is a rhetorical question. Answer it yourself and let's get to work. See you at work, guys. So I'm going to ask Emmanuel to unmute and close the meeting for us.
Wow. That was amazing. Thank you so much, Charity, for shifting our minds into the growth mindset. I am sure people are now thinking how to reset, how to refocus, how to re-energize as we're just beginning to close the first quarter of the year. It's not too late to reset. It's not too late to rethink, maybe change strategy in whatever you had planned to do this year. It's not too late. And of course, as we are starting the second quarter in April, as Charity has mentioned, we have an amazing energy-packed event on the 6th of April. Get your tickets as early as now. They're running out very fast, and I can tell you it's going to be awesome. The program is packed, and looking forward to a very amazing day. And so from all the points that we've learned today, I want to believe that you've taken screenshots. You want to reevaluate yourself, look at your strengths, look at your weaknesses, look at opportunities that you can tap into, and of course, look at the threats, those things that stop you from being you. And I want to believe you'll tap into the growth mindset and actually go for it this year. So thank you so much, Charity, for preparing for us that amazing training. Thank you so much for all the participants up to this moment. This training has been recorded for future reference, and it'll be on YouTube tomorrow morning. So thank you so much. Have a nice evening, guys, and see you at work. Bye-bye for now.
See you at work. Good night, guys.